Welcome to Jack Wippich Court here inside Kimberly High School. Site for tonight's Fox Valley Association boys basketball showdown between the visiting Appleton North Lightning and the host Kimberly Papermaker. Just another USA Today Network Wisconsin digital live stream. I'm Ricardo Arguello, hanging out as always with Brett Christopherson and bringing you those high definition shots. Jim Rosandick, we're here, mid-court at, again, Jack Wippich Court, expecting a big one and a good one here between a pair of teams, Brett, that have, we already know, a rivalry, but also one where a couple of teams are kind of trying to figure out how the rest of this conference season is going to go. We already know about Appleton North, one of the top teams in the league. What about Kimberly? You know, a team with the new coach. They're trying to find their identity, Brett, but what we know is that historically these two teams have always had some really good matchups. Yeah,
this will be a good game, Ricardo, especially, Appleton North, we know about them, ranked number 3, coming off that great victory on over Kakon on Friday. I think you were at that game as well. But Kimberly was rolling, really kind of getting things going on her first-year coach, Cam Stroni. Then they had a little bit of a hiccup on Friday night, losing to Fond du Lac. But you look at the conference standings, Kakon and Appleton North both tied now atop the league at 11-1. Look at Kimberly, 8-3 in league play, kind of quietly, laying in the weeds a little bit, and a win for Kimberly. All of a sudden, they're sort of, definitely in the mix here in this conference races now that we're into February. And not only are you thinking conference championships, but the all-important seedings are going to come down the line here too, and that HAL 9000, whatever you call that thing.
The seed computer.
That computer that's going to start kind of formulating things. What a feather in the cap of Cam Cerrone and this Kimberly program if they can get one and take down one of the top teams in the state here tonight.
Yeah, we're expecting a good one again here at Jack Wippich Court, Appleton North and Kimberly. You're right, Brett. I was at the Kimberly or the Appleton North Kalkana game. We'll talk about that as the live stream continues. That was a very impressive win for Appleton North, to me, I should say. I thought they played extremely well in hostile, relatively hostile conditions, right? But big win for them, and they want to keep this going because I know they have designs on winning the conference and then having a strong postseason showing. Well, let's talk about these two teams. Brett will start with Kimberly, and then I will finish with Appleton North. Brett, what can you tell me about the Papermakers?
Well, as I said, Kimberly at 9-7 overall, but don't be fooled. They have an 8-3 record, the Papermakers do, in the Fox Valley Association. The Papermakers winners of 4 of their last 5. They're coming off, as I mentioned, a 60-52 loss to Fond du Lac on Friday. Fox Valley Association matchup right here at Kimberly High School. A setback snapped the Papermakers' 4-game winning streak, a streak that included victories over Neenah and Bayport. Kimberly led 29-21 at the half. Things were looking good, but then the Cardinals outscored the Papermakers 39-23 in the second half. Keegan Plew led the Papermakers with 18 points on 7 of 13 shooting. He also grabbed 4 rebounds. Alex Krause, he added 13 points on 5 of 9 shooting, finished with 8 rebounds and 5 assists. Jackson Weingard, he chipped in with 10 points on 4 of 8 shooting. He also tacked on 3 assists and 3 blocks. The Papermakers struggled from three-point range, going just 2 of 12. Defensively, Kimberly allowed Fond du Lac to shoot 46% overall and 40% from beyond the arc. Fond du Lac also out-rebounded Kimberly 24-19. Now on the season, Plew leads the way in scoring at 16.4 points per game. He's shooting 51% overall and 54% from 3. Krause, he's next at 15.7 points. He's shooting 52% overall and 34% from distance. Weingard is third at 8.4 points. He's shooting 47% overall and 39% from three-point range. Krause is the top rebounder at 7.5 per game. Ryan Buchanan is next at 5.1 boards. And Hunter Holshoe, Krause, and Weingard are the assist leaders at 3.4, 3.3, and 3.2 per game, respectively. And finally, as a team, Kimberly is shooting 48% overall, 35% from three-point range, and 63% from the free throw line. The Papermakers are also averaging 29.8 rebounds and 5.1 steals per game. And as we look at the scoreboard, Kimberly is averaging 64.9 points per game and allowing 62.8. Ricardo, Appleton North 15-2 overall, 11-1 in the FBA. What can you tell us about the Lightning?
Yeah, hold on a second, just getting my mic fixed here. You have the Crusaders here. The Lightning, winners of 10 straight, They're ranked 3rd in Division I in this week's Bound Wisconsin-Zaleski State poll. Coming up, as Brett mentioned, a 63-52 win over Kaukauna on Friday and an FBA matchup at Kaukauna. That was a game featuring 2 of the top-ranked teams in the state. Kaukauna ranked 6th in Division I. Brett, yes, I was at that game. We'll talk about that more as it goes on, because I have some, to me, some interesting observations that I got from that game. But, oh, boy. Now you got to help me with this.
Ross Plahowski.
There
you go.
Ross Plahowski paced the Lightning with 17 points, 6 of 10 shooting. Brett, he was fantastic in that game. Hit big shot after big shot. He knocked down both of his three-pointers and was a perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Will Sweeney and Nathan Ramus finished with 16 points apiece. Ramus, 8 of 10 shooting. He also dished out 5 assists. Sweeney, he was 3 of 5 from the floor and 8 of 8 from the line. Grant Hardy grabbed 7 rebounds. And overall, Appleton North, they shot 56% and knocked down all 13 of their free throw attempts. Now, Kaukauna was just 5 of 20 from three-point range. Brett, that had something to do with the Appleton North defense, but I just think Kaukauna kind of had a slow night there on the season. Ross Plahowski, did I say that right? Leads a balanced scoring attack at 17.7 points a game. He's shooting 57% overall, 49% from 3, 76% from the free throw line. This kid, one of the top sophomores in our area, Brett, he has a bright future. Sweeney next at 15.2 points a game. He's shooting 53% overall, 47% from distance, and 84% from the line. Now Hardy, 3rd at 13.7 points. He's shooting 50% overall, 47% from beyond the arc, and 76% from the stripe. Ramus is 4th. That's 4 players with 10 or more points average for this North team. He's shooting 58% overall, 46% from 3, 80% from the foul line. So, Brett, 17.7, 15.2, 13.7, 12.2. Top 4 scorers for Appleton North. Very, what would you call it? No, I want to call it spread out, but that sometimes entails that they're low scoring. They're not. High scoring. A lot of players here, Brett, can do damage. Well, Ramus and Hardy tops in rebounding at 6.1 and 5.5 respectively. Ramus leads the way in assists at 4.6 a game. By the way, Nate Ramus, am I right, Rosie? One of our Fab 5 players. As a team, Appleton North is shooting 53% overall, 43% from three-point range, 77% from the free throw line. They're also averaging 27.4 rebounds and 7.9 steals a game. And as a team, averaging just a shade under 72 points a game, and they're allowing 52.5. Their next game's at Hortonville on Friday in an FBA matchup. Tip-off set for 6 o'clock. That must be one of those double headers going on there.
Yeah, we'll actually be there for the girls' game, Appleton North at Hortonville. That should be a good game. Hortonville taking down Appleton East last week on the girls' side. Appleton East, a tough week, you could say, losing to Kimberly, a game we did here, and then losing to Hortonville, which is really starting to make a climb right now and really playing some good basketball. And Appleton North girls are very good as well this year, so that should be a fun game. Our first opportunity to see those two teams on the girls' side. But first things first, like you said, Ricardo, balanced scoring, maybe you want to call it for Appleton North, but that's what makes them so difficult, right? Because so many different players, and don't even forget about one of their bigs, Ben Zablowski.
Yes.
He can step out, hit some threes, and really make you pay inside as well. So it's kind of pick your poison. Who do you want to try to focus on, because they've got other guys that can shoot lights out.
And Brett, every one of the guys, to me, in my opinion, and I think you might have been watching that game on live stream.
I was, yeah.
It wasn't just one guy hitting big shots.
Yeah.
It was 3-4 guys hitting. You talked about Zablowski as well. They did just a great job. Kaukauna just could not focus on one guy. And when you have 4 legit scores, Brett, come on. You look at Ramus. Yeah, he's averaging 12.2 points. I guess he's 4th in the team in scoring. There's no doubt. At any point, he could go off for 25 or 30. That's a conundrum for Kimberly on defense. You can't just focus on one guy. You really got to play complete team defense.
Well, we saw Nathan Ramus go off for, I think it was 42 points last year.
That's right.
In a game against Kaukauna at Appleton North. North winning. I think Ramus had 30 in the second half. Just missed the all-time single-game scoring record, which is held by Maximus Nelson, if you remember him.
Sure.
I think Max Nelson, 44 points, plays for Purdue Fort Wayne, along with Chris Morgan, former Kaukauna standout. But we're going to meet the starting fives here, Ricardo, in a bit. But as we always do, first things first, our national anthem coming up. Great job by the Kimberly Pep Band. Starting fives here coming up in a bit. Again, thank you to Ryan McGinnis, kind of athletic director here, Ricardo, and his great staff. Feel like we've been living here for the last couple weeks, just the way the schedule has played out for us. We were going to try to do the Kimberly boys against Oshkosh North a couple weeks ago, but it was super bitter cold, and they had to postpone that game. So really wanted to see the Kimberly boys. We've only seen Appleton North once against Kaukauna earlier this season, and our first look at Cam Cerrone, the first-year head coach of Kimberly.
Yeah, either here at mid-court, Brett, or we're over in the balcony over on the other side, or I should say to the side, one of the end courts there. Well, I don't know, is that the north side, the south side, east or west? I don't even know. I don't know my directions here right now.
I think that's the south side to our left.
Yeah, so I love that vantage point as well.
Hey, it doesn't matter. Wherever they set us up, we're fine.
So let's check out the starting lineup for Appleton North. Will Sweeney, 5'10" senior. Matthew Rosplahowski, did I say that right?
You did it.
6'1" sophomore. Nathan Ramis, 6'2" senior. Grant Hardy, 6'4" senior. And then rounding out that five is Ben Zablowski, 6'6" senior. Very talented starting five for Appleton North.
Ricardo, it seems like some of these guys for North have been here for like 8 years.
We're getting old. It just seems that way, right? That we've been doing so many games.
They've been starring for quite some time now. They recognized how talented that group was, and they were playing them pretty much when they hit the high school years, right? Their freshman year, sophomore years.
Well, let's take a look at Kimberly's starting lineup. At one guard, sophomore, 6'1" Jackson Wingard. 6'1" senior guard Hunter Olshu. 6'1" senior guard Keegan Plow. Plow. Alex Krause, 6'5" junior forward. Is it Krause or Krause? Or we don't know quite yet. Ryan Buchanan, 6'4" senior forward. That's your starting lineup for the Kimberly Papermakers. Again, under first-year coach Cam Cerrone. Expecting a good game here tonight.
Thanks to our sponsors, guys. Cellcom, Piggly Wiggly. If you were switched from U.S. Cellular to a bigger carrier without a choice, maybe it's time to choose a better one. Keep your number, get a free phone, get a third line free, and a real person will help you make the switch. Visit cellcom.com for details. And Piggly Wiggly is proud to support Wisconsin high school athletics as your local grocery store. They're committed to making a difference in the community, both on and off the field. Shop local.
Shop the pig.
So Appleton North wins the toss. Season's flying by, Ricardo. I can't believe here we are, February. Rosie and I were talking. It's not too long, and the girls' seedings will be coming out.
Couple weeks, I'll be wrestling boy, as I always. My wrestling duties coming up as well. It's gonna go by quick too. We're in February.
I know.
January is always the longest month. As Hardy rims out.
Good shot. For those that were with us when we opened up our stream tonight, Appleton North can shoot. A lot of guys with high percentages, and they like to shoot the three as well. And they got some very impressive three-point percentages as I was looking at the stats here this morning. And again, a bunch of guys can knock them down from distance as well. So as I said, who do you focus on?
Look at that.
Yeah, beautiful little play there, and that's
Buchanan.
Buchanan with the game's first bucket.
Ooh, Hardy had Zablowski down there in the paint, Brett.
Yeah, that's a good matchup. Zablowski and Buchanan, both big, strong kids. Zablowski, though, going in, left, right hand. Just a little hard off the glass, but if you're Chris Kellett, the head coach at North, you will take that every single time. Zablowski normally knocks those down.
Oh, boy, unforced error there as Kimberly turns it over.
First time these two teams met, that was back on December 18th at Appleton North. Lightning beating the Papermakers 65-44. To Ricardo's point, 4 players scored in double figures for the Lightning that night. Nathan Ramis with 18, Will Sweeney, Grant Hardy with 13 points apiece, and Matthew Rosplahowski with 11. Keegan Plow led the Papermakers with 15 points, and Ryan Buchanan had 10 points and 6 rebounds.
tell you, Appleton North's fun to watch, Brett. I'll mention some more of that game against Kaukauna. As that's
Rosplahowski knocked it away, and here comes Sweeney down the floor, up and overlaid it.
Brett, they've missed their first 4 shots now. Has Appleton North?
A couple of those inside that they normally knock down too.
Rosplahowski, which shoe color is that there, Rosie? You see on Sweeney? I'm sorry. Those are like pinkish,
little
like salmon colored. I'm always interested in the shoes, as you know, Brett.
Get your Crayola crayons out, and you'll find the color and what it's called.
Remember the big 64 packs where you could sharpen your crayons?
I know, that was so cool when you were
Wasn't
a
it?
kid in grade school.
You thought you were bougie when you had that. Tell you that's like a Gucci bag.
Oh, in and out. Good look there. Number 12, is it Krause, I think?
We're going to go with Krause.
Yeah, look at Ramus attacking, and he'll go to the line.
That's how quick he is.
To try to get the three-point play the old-fashioned way. And Plu picks up the foul. Good look at the shoes
thank
right
you.
here.
Yeah, I mean, salmon colored, I want to say. Very stylish.
Ramus the lefty. So you don't need to step behind the line, Ricardo. You can just do three-point plays by the and ones, right?
Yeah, you can do that. I don't mind conventional three-point play. That's like a throwback, right, Brett? How do you think your guy, Mickey Crow, scored all those points?
He was shooting from behind the line, but there was no line back then.
Oh, okay, you're right.
Not too often he went inside for his buckets. Ooh, Plu, tough shot. Oh, nice. Boy, strong move. Keegan Plu, one of the running backs, right, for the football team.
I look a little disjointed, but the end result is what you want. Made bucket.
Saw Zablowski kind of slip that screen and go down to the block, but like that they're running some offense inside for the big guy, Ramus, and can't get it to fall. Again, pretty good look inside for North.
Yeah, 4 rebounds early here for Kimberly. I want to say that Appleton North has won for their first 6.
Oh, Buchanan, deep 3. Off the mark there. Here comes Sweeney quickly down the floor. Rosplahowski, a little shot fake. Yeah, he's good. He's one of the state's best sophomores.
You like watching him.
Oh, little backdoor move. Good ball movement. Saved by Ramus. And it looks like the Lightning will just reload and try it again.
Even when they do things wrong, they look smooth.
Now, they've had heck of a season. We'll talk about deep 3 by Hardy. There you go. Piece of cake, right?
Speaking of smooth.
Nobody closing out on Grant, and he's in the scorebook. First 3 of the game, either side. 6-4 lead for the Lightning as we look at our Cellcom Piggly Wiggly scoreboard. They'll shoot it for they don't need to be toeing the line either, as you just saw. So you got to play tight on these guys, but that's the dilemma. Is Plu with a nice bucket. He's got 4. You close out and they got the speed that they can beat you off the bounce too. So you got to be careful on those closeouts. And they share the ball really well. Deep 3, Rosplahowski rimmed out. Boy, Buchanan, big strong kid there, number 23, 6'4". Brother of Jake Buchanan. Remember Jake, the former standout?
Sure.
Yeah.
Heck of an athlete he was.
And played for the Pointers at the college level. Thank you.
You know every alum from Stevens Point.
Speaking of Seth Myron playing for the Pointers. Stevens Point having a nice season.
Who doesn't play for the Pointers?
Yeah, more should.
Brett, I have 3 turnovers already for Kimberly.
Ramus, off the glass, gets his own miss and puts it in. You know, Ramus, especially I was watching that stream on Friday night against Kaukauna, so impressed with his mid-range game. And Ramus with 5 points. He's one of those guys, he can hit threes, obviously, but he'll pull up from 12, 13, 14, 15 feet. Doesn't matter. There's a turnover. And very smooth once he gets kind of in that paint area. Ramus with the ball right now. So many options for Appleton North. And Zablowski, good defense, though, by Buchanan, so they'll reset. I like the patience, Ricardo. Nobody's forcing anything. coming off the screen. Sweeney.
Oh, that looked good off his hand.
Oh, Plew with a nice rebound. Here come the Papermakers down 2. 3 from the top. Good. How about Jackson Weingard with a triple? Weingard, just a sophomore, 6'1" sophomore. First 3 for the Papermakers. Now look at that move by Ross Blahowski.
No.
Are you kidding me? How did he finish that?
I told you he's exciting.
Wow. Matthew Ross Blahowski, a 6'1" sophomore, and doing a little magic trick underneath the backboard there. Is that Plew?
It is.
Hardy with the board. Here come the Lightning again, up 1. Sweeney attack mode off the glass. No. I think Plew got in there, Ricardo, and kind of altered that shot. Only 1 foul so far. See Weingard, Weingard, I'm sorry, number 1. And there's Plew. But Weingard directing a little traffic. Buchanan going to let it fly. Rims out. About 8 minutes into this first half. Lightning with the lead.
Inside there to Hardy. Ooh, nice pass inside. Look at that. But
Weingard, some good defense there.
Not able to finish.
Weingard, good-looking sophomore as well, Ricardo, for the Papermakers. Step back. Behind the line, and that's Hunter Holshoe, a senior guard. Good awareness of knowing where he was on the floor. Took a little step back, made sure he was 3-point range, and now the Papermakers up 2, and that's 2 triples now for Kimberly. As Ross Blahowski off the glass, too strong. Good offensive rebound, though, just basically Ramus ripping it out. And Ramus now, Ricardo, with 7 quick points for the Lightning.
I also have Ramus with 3 rebounds. And you saw some of that physicalness there.
Ooh, they had Buchanan going. Instead, Weingard say, thank you very much. I'll take that. And Weingard now with 5. So back and forth we go. Good start to this one. Hardy, quick move.
Oh, it might have traveled there.
And gets the nice bounce. That falls through for Hardy. Hardy now with 5 points of his own. Seems like a long time since we've had any stoppages here. Got guys waiting at the scorer's table for a long time, waiting to check in.
Yep.
Both teams really moving well without the ball, nothing stagnant, setting good screens, taking good shots. Trying to work that baseline move, but pass wasn't there, so Kimberly again taking its time. Oh, Weingard.
Ooh, it looked good.
I thought that was going down too.
Zablowski,
yeah,
Brad.
he'll take that. He'll make those. Good look for Zablowski. He's a 6'6" senior. He can step out, hit some threes. Had some big shots in that game we streamed against Kaukauna earlier this year. Oh, good cut. Nice pass. Good feed. Whole shoe to Buchanan. That's good basketball, Ricardo, coming off that screen.
It is.
And Buchanan now with 4, and Kimberly back in front by 2.
Nearing the 7-minute mark here left in the first half, Brett. Kimberly more than holding its own.
Now they're really trying to screen Ross Blahowski
he got
open.
his matchup. He got his matchup. Just missed, though.
Zablowski inside, little hook shot, and gets it to go. Offensive rebound and put back, and I think we're going to get a timeout. So the Lightning will burn a 30-second timeout. That's a good timeout. Kind of. Sometimes in basketball, you just need a little break, right? You need that stoppage. It was going on forever. There's only one team foul. Plus, get some guys into the game. So Zablowski, his first bucket. Let's a good look at Chris Kellett. We've known Coach K for a long time. This is already his 8th season at Appleton North. Guided the Lightning to winning seasons for the past 5 years. 18-8 overall for the Lightning last season. And as I've mentioned, I covered Chris Kellett in high school when he was a standout at Neenah. That was a long, long time ago.
Many rainy seasons ago.
Also a standout football and basketball player at Ripon College. Coach Kellett done a good job of stabilizing that program, Ricardo, and turning Appleton North into one of the top teams not only in the league but certainly in the state based on that number 3 ranking in Division I.
It's been a nice turnaround and something I think Appleton North, the community, has been waiting for.
Oh, blocked by Ross Blahowski. Got his hand on there. Now Sweeney leading the break. Little bounce pass to Ross Blahowski. Oh, overlaid. That was also number 21, Ethan Arft. Couldn't get it to fall after the offensive rebound, and it looks like it's going to go to Appleton North there off the miss.
Yeah, Ethan Arft, 6'5", sophomore, Brett. Nearing the 6-minute mark now here on your Cellcom Piggly Wiggly scoreboard.
Look at Appleton North, guys, and right now, well, there's Sweeney. I'll finish my thought here in a second. He just buries a triple. Again, who do you focus on? Who do you try to stop? That's Sweeney's first basket of the game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Already 5 players have scored, Ricardo, for the Lightning. Kind of showing that balance. And 2 3-pointers so far. Sweeney with 1, Hardy with the other. I was going to say for Appleton North, Sweeney, Hardy, Ramus, all 1,000-point scorers. And they all got their 1,000 point this season. 35, Caden Vosters for the Papermakers with the miss on the 3. So I think they, if memory serves in the note, 3 of just 4 players overall ever in the history of Appleton North boys basketball with 1,000 points.
So Maximus,
I'm
right?
guessing it's got to be Maximus Nelson, right? But how about that, getting 3 guys in one season reaching 1,000 points. So you got beautiful bounce pass to Arft. Nice job by Hardy to feed the cutting Arft. But that's a lot of points. Kind of a unique thing for Appleton North, for any team, really.
Five-point lead for the Lightning here with 4:30 just about left here in the first half.
Well, good skip pass to the corner. Nice job. And that's Vosters burying one from the corner. Finding Vosters on the skip. That's the 3rd 3-point bucket of the night for Kimberly. Back to a 2-point game. This is a good game here. And again, don't be fooled by Kimberly's 9-7 record as Ramus can't get it to fall. Because again, the Papermakers 8-3 in league play. Try to bounce pass. Trying to feed. Is that Sam Voskill? The junior, number 22, just a little bit too far in front. So turnover back to the Lightning.
Brett, I have unofficially 6 turnovers for Kimberly. None for Appleton North. Still just a 2-point game. We're under 4 minutes left in the first half. There he is.
Nice pass again. Arft, the beneficiary of a couple nice feeds. Arft with 4. Appleton North, Kaukauna both tied atop the league, 11-1 league marks. North number 3 in Division I. I believe Kaukauna dropping down to number 6.
Look at that defense there by Appleton North. Possession will stay with Kimberly, Brett, but that was a little triple team action.
Also looking at the league standings, Ricardo, Neenah at 9-3, then Kimberly at 8-3. Rockets quietly having one of those seasons again. Always be wary of the Rockets come this time of the season.
When they're on, they're tough to beat.
Nina?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that'll go. That's another turnover. So that's turnover number 7 unofficially.
It is.
Yeah. Tonight's FEA schedule, guys. Hortonville at Fond du Lac. Oshkosh North at Appleton East. East still looking for its first league win. Kaukauna at Appleton West and Nina at Oshkosh West. Oh, I thought he was going to take it, but good defense there by number 2, Hunter Holshoe. Now Hardy off the glass. There you go, using that backboard, Ricardo. That's how you do it.
The backboard is your friend.
It certainly is, and Hardy with 7 points now. Use the glass. That's why they got that little square there, right?
Yeah.
You know who was a master at using the glass? Tim Duncan. The big fundamental.
That's right.
Well, good defense. Ramus knocks it away. Buchanan trying to cut to the rim. 2:23 to go. Appleton North up by 6 here in the first half as we look at our Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly scoreboard. Both teams, Ricardo, really doing a good job of just taking good shots. Nothing's really been forced either side. See Cam Cerrone, I think he thought he had a pass there. Almost a tie-up and said it's a turnover.
Again, 8 now for Kimberly.
Ramus, little crossover. Oh, they saved it.
He did.
They said it was in. Oh, wow. Now Hardy's going to take it. Boy, oh boy. Who was doing the hustle there? I didn't see who saved it. Ricardo, I thought that was just going to go out of bounds. 10 points for Hardy, triple, and we're going to get a 30-second timeout for the Papermakers.
What a play, Brett.
I guess.
See if I can find it, Brett, on the old YouTube. 21. Arfed. Sounds about right.
I thought there was no way he was going to save that, but
he's long, 6'5". He's got that reach.
So Ricardo, minute 40. I don't know if that's enough time. If you want to talk a little bit about your observations of Appleton North beating Kaukauna on Friday, one of the things that stands out or that stood out to me. Kaukauna went to a zone for the last 2 minutes or so of that first half, and I thought that kind of took a little wind out of their sails. I know they made it a game in the second half, but then Appleton North hit a 3 right at the buzzer. I think had a 9-point lead going into the half, and boy, I just think that's kind of dangerous going into a zone against a team like Appleton North because they're just going to hold on to the ball and let the clock run down.
Yeah, and then there was a bunch of what do you call it, haranguing about it.
I saw some of that
from
too.
From a certain live streamer that. And we can talk all day about if there should be a shot clock, all that kind of stuff, but, they didn't have to go into a zone defense, Brett.
Right.
Kaukauna could have came out and played man defense like they did at the end of the second half and forced some turnovers to somehow stay kind of in the game, relatively speaking. But no, they decided not to. I'm just not a big fan of they make it seem as though there is no other option. Yes, there is. Go out there and play man defense.
Well, you can complain all you want about it. It was well within the rules. If you're going to play a zone, then we're going to just hold the ball. There is no shot clock.
And there's no need to wring your hands about it. It's just a part of the game.
Yeah.
The whole game was not like that.
No.
And even when they are, it's just those are anomalies. Those are not the standard practice.
I just thought that was an opportunity. Maybe Kaukauna could have forced a turnover or two. You never know.
And like I said, they did it in the second half. They forced some turnovers by going to the pressure defense.
But boy, Appleton North really stayed poised in that game, I thought, and just hit some big shots. Different guys hitting buckets. I was really impressed with how they played, and defensively did a good job too.
Now listen, I know there's some coaches out there, some that we know well that are advocates for that shot clock, Brett. This is now under 10 seconds.
Offensive foul.
Yeah. But some of that complaining comes off as old man shakes fist at cloud.
Yeah.
It's like, it's part of the game. There's some things that I don't like about the game, Brett. Sometimes I think there's too many three-pointers being shot.
I would
right?
agree.
But that doesn't mean I think that there should be some sort of limit on three-pointers. 28-19, Appleton North as Ramus. Look at this, Brett.
Oh, wow.
Did he travel a little bit?
Oh, how does that not fall? Instead, that's how the first half comes to a close. Yeah, I don't – listen, very rarely do we run into situations like that in games we're covering. I mean, rarely is even too much. That was like the first time when I was watching that stream that I have seen a team hold the ball for a long time.
Yes.
But listen – in our friend Lee Rubbis, the head coach at Neenah High School,
yes.
he's an advocate of
He
the
is.
shot clock. However, he says as long as they don't have a shot clock, I'm going to play within those rules of the game.
Yes.
So if I have to hold the ball too, that's how I'm going to play.
So basically, it comes down to what you prefer as a fan watching it. To me, that doesn't bother me, watching them hold the ball if that's part of strategy.
Yeah.
Right? To me, what irks me, and I'm an old guy too, I just got done telling you, I hate it when teams go up and down the floor, just shoot threes.
Yeah.
You know, like it's a video game. That bothers me. Should there not be that many three-pointers taken then? No, it doesn't work that way.
I agree. I think that the game has gotten to be too much of a distance game. I miss the mid-range game.
Yeah, I do too.
You know, I mean, a bucket's a bucket. But anyway, I tell you what, we got to stop being our old guys
We're
here.
old guys.
Let's take a break. We'll talk more about tonight's game. Everything we have coming up digitally with USA Today Network Wisconsin after these messages.
At Cellcom, we live, work, and play right here in Wisconsin. That's why we use our wireless technology to help protect this place we call home. That's technology with a heartbeat.
Welcome back to Jack Wippich Court, Kimberly High School. And as you can see on our Cellcom Piggly Wiggly scoreboard, Appleton North leading Kimberly, the third-ranked Lightning on top, 28-19. Our Cellcom Varsity Game of the Week live stream, one of two this week. I'm Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network Wisconsin, hanging out with Ricardo Arguello and Jim Rosandick. We're the stream team. And as I mentioned, the first of two games this week for us. We'll also be checking out the Appleton North girls on Friday night at Hortonville. That should be a fun, interesting game. Two of the upper echelon teams in the Fox Valley Association. Hortonville really kind of making that climb. Ricardo playing some really good basketball right now, and that should be a fun game. And then I even have it even out till to next Tuesday. We're going to be doing FVL at top-ranked Seymour at FVL Boys next Tuesday night in a Bay Conference game, a chance to check out the top-ranked Thunder. So looking forward to that as well. So some of the games we have coming up as part of our Cellcom Varsity Game of the Week live stream. Again, thanks to Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly. If you were switched from U.S. Cellular to a bigger carrier without a choice, maybe it's time to choose a better one. Keep your number, get a free phone, get a third line free, and a real person will help you make the switch. Visit cellcom.com for details. Piggly Wiggly is proud to support Wisconsin high school athletics. As your local grocery store, they're committed to making a difference in the community, both on and off the field. Shop local.
Shop the pig.
So anyway, I don't know if we have more thoughts about that, but I just thought from a strategic standpoint, I thought that played into Appleton North's hands quite well. I mean, they had, what, a 6-point lead, then and took the air out of the basketball and then knocked down a triple to take a 9-point halftime lead, but then Kaukauna did a nice job coming back, tying the game. I thought, oh, here we go. Watch out for the Ghosts. It's going to be nip and tuck the rest of the way, but Appleton North hitting some big shots, defensively getting some stops, and that's a big win for the Lightning. I thought they played really, really well on Friday night.
They really impressed me, and you know, Kaukauna I thought had its moments as well, but to me, Appleton North they met every challenge that you can ask of them, and to me, it was an impressive win, one that you like to see in this part of the season, right, as February is now upon us, and the tournament's just, 3 weeks away, 3.5 weeks away, so it's fun to watch. So, and by the way, Appleton North, friend of the Varsity Roundtable show, Brett, so I'd like to talk about that real quick. 7 o'clock show every Wednesday, right? This week we have Little Shoot girls basketball. Brett, I asked maybe if we could have them on. They're an ascending team, kind of a little bit of the darlings of the moment, but they're well respected. I think they're 14-4. They might be 15-4 by this point, but gonna hang out with them. We're gonna have, I think, 3 senior captains, and then one, I think Lauren Voss, the freshman standout scorer, as our guest, Brett. So gonna be fun to talk to them and see how they're doing as they're turning things around over there in Mustang Land. Again, that's every Wednesday, 7 o'clock. The Varsity Roundtable, if I may. Please check us out on postcrescent.com. I got some things there as well. One of them is my rankings. And I've had some interactions with some readers asking how can I have Kimberly over Appleton East below St. Mary Catholic. Folks, let me explain this to you. It is pound for pound designation. Yes. That's why I put it in the paragraph before the rankings. Now, let me break it down for you because people might be confused. Pound for pound means in relations to enrollments to wins. So, for instance, Appleton East, fine team. We love Appleton East, but they're 15-3. They've lost to Oostburg, which is basically a Division IV team playing up in Division III. A team they have 6 times the enrollment of Oostburg. That's still a tough loss for them. They're a Division I school, all right? They've lost 2 other times to Kimberly, and I forgot who they lost to recently. It was back-to-back losses. But those are Division I schools. St. Mary Catholic, I have them ranked higher. Why? Because they're a Division IV school. They lost to Division III Oostburg, a division higher than them. They both lost to Oostburg. That's their only loss. But every other team they've beaten, either Division III or Division IV, they have routed, okay? So it's pound for pound. St. Mary Catholic, with its schedule, has more impressive wins against teams its size than Kimberly does. You can't sit there and say, well, East made it to the state last year. St. Mary Catholic made it to the D4 final last year. All right, so yes, in terms of their schedule, who they play, and because they're a small school and they're whipping everybody basically, they're ranked higher than Appleton East. I'm not saying they can beat Appleton East. I'm saying as a program, they're performing better this season. So that's what pound for pound means. Now I hope people understand now what I mean by that, because there's always confusion. You can't have Appleton East compete. First off, they don't play each other, so we don't know.
Is that how they sound?
Kind of. And you can't say St. Mary Catholic can't beat them. We just saw Oostburg beat Kimberly, right? Or Kimberly, and I should say Appleton East. They beat Appleton East, and they should have beat them last year. Remember, we were at that game. I think that was at Appleton East. Appleton East had to come back from like 20 points down to beat Oostburg, and that's a team that plays in St. Mary Catholic's conference. So no, it's not far-fetched to think St. Mary Catholic can beat East and or Kimberly. Is it probable? No, they shouldn't. They're 6 times the enrollment size, but it could happen. Great teams transcend divisions. Am I right, Brett?
Dick Bennett once told me, quality basketball knows no division.
Thank you. That's perfect.
That was his quote. And I think that's right on. You can find a really good starting 5 in any division.
Yep.
Division 5, a fantastic starting 5 could knock off a Division 1 team.
Just because
easy.
You're a big enrollment team,
right,
don't mean that you're the best team. Oostburg's a perfect example. 3 Division I players. You could say they might be the best team in the state.
They're technically a Division 4 team playing up D3.
Playing up D3.
And they can definitely be D1 teams without a doubt. Yeah, as far as Mustangs tomorrow night, that's going to be fun. They have what an incredible turnaround.
I've seen them.
That's an understatement.
I kind of saw from afar. Brett, I know you mentioned them earlier in the year. Hey, look at Little Show. I'm like, oh yeah. Went to the game, I think it was last Monday. really, they beat a pretty good Lux Casco team.
Yeah.
That wasn't no tomato can.
Yep.
All right, they beat them pretty good. A team that had beaten Little Chute by 25 points earlier in the season. Brett, they're fun. They're up and down the court, athleticism everywhere. They have a couple of senior players to hold it down, but it's really 4 or 5 freshmen that are on the cusp of really making them an elite team.
Yeah.
Maybe not this year, maybe not to start next year, but they will get there.
Yeah, it wasn't, a couple of years ago they were 0-24 or something like that. So, and it was a really downtrodden program. So they were waiting, the community was waiting for this young group to come through. We heard a lot about how all of the success they were having at the youth level. So good for them and good for Coach Greenwood. Looking forward to that.
He's a good guy.
First half scoring for the Papermakers, Weingard with 5, Holschuh with 3, Plew with 4, Buchanan 4, Vosters with 3. For the Lightning, Sweeney with 3, Rosplahowski with 2, Ramus with 7, Hardy with 10, Zablowski 2, Arft 4. Second half underway. Kimberly with the basketball. And see how the Papermakers can whittle away at that 9-point deficit.
By the way, I want to thank the worker who works in the wrestling room or the weight room. She borrowed me a pencil, Brett.
There you go.
Because I couldn't find one in my book bag.
I figured they got some pens. The weight room is just right.
Yeah.
It's a double-decker weight room right next to us.
Maybe I think it's one that's open to the public as we see
shot.
Buchanan.
Yeah. Maybe after the game we can get a few reps in, huh?
Rosie looks like he can bench about 225 kilograms, right? Oh, no. Milligrams?
We'll have a bench press contest. Rosplahowski, nice little jump stop in the paint, and he's got 4. That's only his second bucket of the night. But again, that's the beauty of Appleton North, right? You don't maybe need him to score 17 tonight. Maybe he scores 4. Look at Grant Hardy the other night against Kaukauna. I think he had 5 points total, but had a big role in doing other things that night. Rebounds, assists, as Plew with a tough basket.
Brett, that's a pair of buckets from Plew that we've seen that have been kind of tough. Plew, as you know, remember, Brett, great running back for the Kimberly football team.
Rosplahowski backing his way again. Now he'll step through. Oh, loose ball. Who's going to get it? Buchanan brings it. And Papermakers trying to cut it down to 5 or maybe even 4 with a 3.
Plew was open on a break there, Brett, in the paint all by himself. He threw up the mailbox hand.
Holschuh thought about the 3, but work for that good shot. How about Weingard left hand? Wow, exploding to the cup. Jackson Weingard with a left hand finish, and Weingard now with 7.
6'1" sophomore guard, Brett.
Yeah,
Weingard.
Good looking player. Some miscommunication there.
That's the first turnover by Appleton North tonight, Brett. That's what I have unofficially.
We talked about Chris Kelt and the great job he's done with Appleton North, but how about Cam Cerrone? I'm impressed with these guys. This is his first year as Kimberly's head coach. Spent the previous 4 seasons as the head coach at Muskego, where he went 42-48 with the Warriors. Also had assistant coaching stints at Brookfield East, Sussex Hamilton, and up at Schwabenon. Ricardo, there's a turnover. I think Ramus got his hands on that. College basketball fans around these parts know Cerrone's name well. Played at UW Green Bay and St. Norbert College. I think his dad was a coach too, or is a coach, high school coach. The thing with Kimberly now, Ricardo, and hopefully you'll see it with Coach Cerrone. Oh, nice inside to Krause, fouled! And a 3-point play opportunity coming for Alex Krause.
Brett, Kimberly on an 8-2 run right now can make it 9-2 with this Krause free throw possibility. They're within a possession now.
But to finish that thought with Coach Cerrone, there's been a little bit of upheaval, right, in the coaching ranks. Certainly here is the and one completed by Krause, and just like that, it's a 2-point game.
Well, North is now getting that close game that perhaps they were hoping wouldn't happen, but boy, Kimberly's really showing some moxie here, Brett. Again, a 9-2 run by the Papermakers to start the second half.
But if you're a Kimberly fan, what you want to see now is some stability for Kimberly, right, with this coaching with Cerrone?
Yes. Blocked. Brett, that was Weingard with the block. And that's a second turnover for Appleton North. Look at this.
Look at that move by Plew.
Was he going to dunk? Was he trying to dunk it?
He almost looked like he was, but some defense in the way there. Sweeney now going to pop it and buries it. Boy, just like that.
They needed that, Brett. If you're an Appleton North fan, you needed to stop the bleeding.
So the Lightning will take a full timeout. But Cam Cerrone, you know, what was last year was kind of the weirdness, right? Kimberly 13-14 last season, but reached the sectional championship game in Division I. Remember, the Papermakers upended top-seeded Kaukauna 85-83 in overtime in a sectional semifinal before falling to Marshfield 62-35 in a sectional final. But Josh Hoffensberger coached the Papermakers for their final 6 games in an interim role after replacing Freddie Owens, who abruptly resigned from the head coaching job here on February 22nd. So kind of some weirdness going on, but maybe Cam Cerrone, much like we saw with Chris Kellett, bringing some stability to that North program. Maybe he can stick it out, get that youth program really humming again, and get Kimberly basketball where everybody's kind of used to seeing it, really competing for conference championships, as they're doing right now at 8-3 in the league. So good work so far from Coach Cerrone. There's a good look at him right there.
I got to mention, you got to have some patience there in Kimberly. The parents need to be patient, let the coaches coach a little bit. I was thinking about this the other day about how I think I was thinking about St. Mary Catholic, about how many times have you seen just, you know, maybe I'm not saying that the Freddie Owens situation was that, but you've seen it here in Kimberly in other years. Am I right? Do I mention Myron? Where perhaps
that was way back when,
perhaps decisions were made in haste, as it were. But you also seen it around the valley. St. Mary Catholic's a great one with the Jeff Chu situation, where he was inabruptly let go and then came back, and now that program is back on top again. Mistakes happen by administration too.
Yeah, Myron thing, that was 20
a
years
mess.
ago, maybe something like that. Almost.
It was to me, it was one of Kimberly's lowest moments.
Oh, good cut and feed. Hardy with a good missile to Sweeney. Sweeney just couldn't get it to fall. Well, Cam Cerrone's got the coaching experience, just like Chris Kellett. Kellett coaching at the college level at Lawrence.
Oh, boy. Oh, okay, sorry. I saw Buchanan go down. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, you don't want that,
No.
right? But two really good coaches, you can tell just by watching their teams play here tonight. And
well, that's just my point, Brett. Just give Cerrone some time.
yeah, he'll do fine here.
Yes.
Oh. It's a great ball movement. There's Buchanan. He can knock it down, and there you go. How about that?
Brett, I thought maybe he was hurt a little bit. Soft tissue injury. Comes back with that big 3-point saying, Ricardo, shut your mouth. I'm just fine.
9 points for Buchanan, his first 3-point bucket of the night. Ramus going to let it fly and just answers that. There's what Appleton North, again, what they can do to you. And the lefty with 10 points for Appleton North.
Just under 13 minutes here in the second half. 36-31 lead for Appleton North. Kimberly, though, big run to start the second half. Oh, there's another
nice
open
cut.
bucket.
Oh. Weingard hitting whole shoe, just couldn't get it to fall inside that time for the Papermakers.
Good awareness by Weingard, though, Brett, the sophomore. Showing some good vision.
Yeah, Ramus
Ramus
is feeling it. Got it. Watch out. Watch out. And a timeout, and a good timeout by Kimberly there is last thing you want if you're Coach Cerrone is to see Nathan Ramus start getting hot.
Famous Ramus. 12:29 left in the second half. 39-31 lead. Brett, hey, there's my music that I requested.
Yeah.
A little drop the bomb on me. A little Gap Band.
They just played my REO Speedwagon request at the last break. We're just waiting on Rosie's. Oh, he played. He got Rosie's already.
Is it Neuenheitz who's working it?
They always take requests from us. Music requests, the Hoops playlist. We always appreciate it. The different venues, the different staffs, they all cater to us in different ways. So we always appreciate wherever we go and how good everybody is to us as we kind of make our way through these seasons. And pretty soon
we love Kimberly. That's why we love Kimberly. They honor our sound requests.
Hey, when we go to Appleton North, they feed us.
They do.
You know?
Nina, they feed us quite handsomely. Am I right, Rosie? How many hamburgers did we down in bratwurst? It was enough to put down a medium-sized cow.
I know that at Appleton North they do they'll bring up some chow at halftime in the press box at the football games, and felt well fed at the basketball games. Freedom, they always bring some chow up for us
sure.
at basketball games. So no wonder why we're getting heavy.
Brett, not heavy, chubby.
Chubby.
Yeah, fluffy.
They all take good care of us. And look at this, Ricardo, zone defense for Appleton North. So Kimberly gonna set up a zone offense. That we were talking about that when we were here last week, right? I love the cat and mouse games, and I love it now when teams switch. When they go into, let me drop into a zone here a little bit. And there's your answer.
I was just going to say.
Weingard saying, we'll take that.
You give me some zone, I'll give you a 3.
Second triple of the night. He's got 10 points, Jackson Weingard. Kind of get the offense kind of feeling a little uncomfortable. Sweeney in trouble. And Ramus, he'll take that from there if you give it to him.
I think North is patient enough to go for a nice shot. Oh, Hardy clapping for the ball down low, Brett. Kimberly's playing pretty good defense right now, though. They're plastered on the Appleton North offensive guys.
Yeah, right there you saw Buchanan with a hedge. Previous, he really closed the gap as Ramos was trying to kind of probe his way towards the basket.
Now, where's Zablowski, Brett? Is he hurt?
He's on the bench right there, number 14. There's Hardy, no good. Oh, he arfed with the rebound. Now Sweeney going to go up, and he's going to hit the shot. And he'll go to the line. The foul is Sweeney with a strong move to the basket.
All right, I see Zablowski back there. Okay, I'm just saying, Brett, he started the game.
So Buchanan picks up the foul. And a 7-point lead could be 8. Will Sweeney, his first trip to the free throw line. Only the second trip for Appleton North overall, 1 of 1. Been a really clean game.
Brett, how many fouls have been? Only 3 or 4? It seems like none.
I thought there were only 2 in the first half. As Sweeney now with 9, 6 this half.
This is the biggest lead, I think, so far. Oh, no. Appleton North had a 9-point lead, okay, to start the half.
Oh, Sweeney almost with the steal. Close.
Nice save there by Voskers.
Blue, lefty. That was a good closeout by Ramus. Oh, boy, here comes Arf. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's number 12. That is Sam Keel.
He'll go to the line for 2. I like right away, Brett, he took off. Like, I'm going to try to get this bucket in transition. Got fouled. Now he'll go to the line for 2. His team leading by 8.
Appleton North fell to Kimberly last year. That was a regional final game, 73-68. That run by the Papermakers last year. Back up to a 9-point game for the Lightning, and Sam Voskell fouled, so he'll go to the line.
They're definitely one of the best stories of the basketball season last year, Brett. Was their road. They beat Kaukauna. Was it the semifinal, sectional semis? I think they beat them.
Kaukauna, yeah, the game. I was up at Bayport High School. We streamed that one. Yep. Yeah, it was a good run, but then ran into a good Marshfield team, and looks like Marshfield's pretty tough again this season as well. They got things humming over there in Marshfield. Wisconsin Valley Conference. And 0 for 2 is Voskell.
Nine-point lead now for Appleton North. It's their biggest lead of the game. Tied for, I should say. Papermakers, you just want to keep it under 10 points here. There's plenty of time.
Well, there's a skip to Ramus. Thought maybe he'd take it. Oh, nice little pirouette there. And how about that?
That whole sequence was pretty.
That might be the first time I've used the word pirouette in a live stream. But Sweeney with his third three-point basket of the night, and he's got 12 on the night as well. 9 this half. Big, rims in and out. Good back tap, though. It's Blue now. Right up to the rim, left hand, good. Good offensive back tap, Ricardo, to keep that possession alive.
Blue is just a physical guy. He's
Yeah, he
fearless.
sure is. Athletic is all get out, too. A lot of good athletes on the floor here. Getting a foul on Blue. That's his third, I believe. Appleton North, Ricardo, Lightning 2 losses this season have been by a combined 3 points. Did you know that? Whoa, wow.
Yeah. Is that Ramus just trying to wing it all over to the other side?
Lightning fell to Kaukauna 60-59 on December 16th at North. That was a game we streamed. Remember Andrew Jensen for Kaukauna hit a fadeaway shot at the buzzer to win it for the Ghosts.
I think Mike Sherry was there for that one.
Yes, he was. You were on your exile.
Yes.
And then Lightning also dropped a 77-75 decision to Yorkville Christian on December 20th. That was part of the 608 basketball tournament down in Madison. Yorkville Christian is from Yorkville, Illinois.
Oh, that's a travel. Okay. Where's Yorkville from?
Yorkville, Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah, is that a Chicago
I'm not familiar
suburb
with
maybe?
Yorkville.
I'm not sure. But so 3 points, a combined 3 points, the only 2 losses of the season for Appleton North. Remember, they had a really good showing at the WBUI shootout, Appleton North did.
They did.
Right at the end of December. December 29th, the Lightning beat Homestead 70-58. The Highlanders were 7-1 at the time.
And West Allis Central, didn't they?
That was the next day, 74-72 victory over West Allis Central. West Allis Central, Ricardo, currently ranked 2nd in Division 1. There's a block by Arft.
Ooh, Arft. I like what I've seen so far from him.
Hardy going to let it fly. Got it. Boy, oh boy. They can strike fast.
Largest lead, Brett, of the night. Brett, I looked up Yorkville. It's not really a suburb. It's like down by Aurora.
Okay. That's where Wayne and Garth
Wayne
were
and
from?
Garth
Yeah.
fame. Boy, look at this Arf, Brett. I love him.
Oh, good job just staying. Oh, that's going to be a goaltending there. That's a Buchanan bucket for Buchanan.
Party on, Rosie.
But yeah, West Allis Central, that's a big win, right? Number 2 in Division 1. Hardy had 23 points that game. Ross Blahowski, 17. Ramus and Sweeney, 15 and 10 points respectively. Number 1 ranked team in Division 1, of course, Wisconsin Lutheran with the Knippel brothers. How about Con Knippel lighting it up in the NBA? He's one of the, what a pass from Arf to Ramus. Wow, little no-look action there.
Arf. Call him the big dog. Arf, arf.
Ramus with 15 points. So we've used pirouette and then you bark like a dog. I think we've never done that in a live stream before. It's Plu now with a bucket.
But Brett, his last name is Arf.
How about Plu? He's got 10. Con Knippel and Cooper Flagg, both Dukies, right? They're competing each other with each other. Blocked by Weingard.
Yeah.
For the NBA Rookie of the Year honors. We streamed a game with Con Knippel when he was a junior, I think, at Neenah.
Yeah, we did.
Wisconsin Lutheran at Neenah.
At the old, at the Einie Dome.
Yeah. I miss that place. Oh, good baseline defense, and that's going to go to Kimberly.
I'll tell you something what Kimberly has done. They've turned down, or they've really taken care of their turnovers, Brett. They had 8 in the first half. They only have 1 in this half.
I know it's an 11-point game, Ricardo, but I feel like Kimberly.
They need a run, but yes, they're right in this.
I feel like they got a run in them still. Buchanan tough. Oh, he's fouled. He'll go to the line.
Buchanan, a 6'4" senior forward.
Strong kid.
Yeah.
So Buchanan is his first trip to the line. Buchanan with 11 points, 7 this half. And can't get that one to fall. Got to take advantage of these free throw opportunities, Ricardo.
I know that you're a big stickler for that.
Remember, Appleton North 13 of 13 at the line against Kaukauna last Friday, right?
Yep.
Perfect. That's how you win a close game like that, or a good game between the two top teams in the league. 10-point lead for Appleton North as we look at our Cellcom Piggly Wiggly scoreboard.
Oh, nice.
Oh, well.
Oh, now I'm going to
foul
call
on Buchanan. Yeah. That'll be his second, fourth team foul for the Papermakers. Just looking at Twitter. Give me a follow at PC Bretzi. He's at Ricardo De Leon at Metal Rosie. Got a tweet. North was up 1 against that Yorkville team.
Okay.
As well. A 3 at the buzzer, hit the rim straight up in the air and went in.
Okay.
The physics of basketball right there,
Yeah.
right? Ooh, near steal by Plouffe, so close to being just a one-loss team. And that was a buzzer beater. As I mentioned, Andrew Jensen hitting that fadeaway back in December. Ricardo, if you're Appleton North, right? I mean, there's a lot of time yet still, but I guess you have to really not be in any rush as Alex Krause with the steal. Going to go up. Blocked by Arft, I believe. And are they going to say, what are they calling
Arft
here?
with that foul.
They're going to call Arft with the foul, okay. Push. So that's his second, fourth team foul.
Again, Arft is just a sophomore. The big dog.
Appleton North looking for its first conference championship in program history, by the way. Did you know that?
I did not know that. Boy, what a season that would be.
Oh, Weingart. Oh, can't fall. Looked like that was down. We had a good angle for that. I thought that was nothing but net.
So, see Appleton North kids, see what they're doing. They're trying to take some time off the clock, and you see what Kimberly's doing, folks? They're extending the defense. Now you make Appleton North have to pass it around. That's how simple basketball is, kids. You don't have to sit there and cry about them holding the ball.
Speaking of passing the ball, wow. Great finish, good ball movement, and Arft with a little bucket inside. He'll go to the line for the three-point play. Well done.
Arft has really impressed me. How many points does he have again?
He's got 6.
Okay.
But kind of one of those glue guys, right? Just does a lot of things behind the scenes maybe as Arft knocks it down.
Oh, Buchanan from the top of the key, Brett. Oh, that's a nice play if they're going to call that on Ramus. Okay, they're calling it Appleton North's ball. But Brett Plouffe doing a great job there.
Plouffe sometimes also he just like soars into right into the play, into the mix.
Oh, that was a push.
Oh, wow. Good defense there. I think Arft and Ramus combining there to get the stop.
Arft's 5th rebound, Brett. Could have called that foul.
Oh,
as well.
nice pass. Oh, to Ramus. How about Grant Hardy showing off his little passing game, huh? Nice little bucket there, and largest lead of the game for Appleton North here at 15.
Oh, they needed that, did Kimberly.
That was Weingart with a bucket and a timeout. We're going to be a full timeout for the Papermakers.
Yeah, because right now, Brett, Appleton North is on a 23-10 run. At one point, it was 33-31, Appleton North over Kimberly. And then that was early in the second half. And like I said, since then, 23-12.
Wanted to mention this guy. Well, again, we're back at it Friday night. Fox Valley Association girls matchup. Hortonville hosting Appleton North. That should be a fun one. Live coverage from Hortonville High School tips off at approximately 7:30 p.m. That's the back end of a boys-girls doubleheader. Polar Bears playing really good basketball. Appleton North really good as well. So you see the kind of the cream has risen to the top. And the girls' side, of course, the defending state champs Kimberly right on the girls' side, leading the league. Appleton East still up there. Nina up there, and then Hortonville, and then Appleton North. That's kind of that's the cutoff right there on the girls' side. But looking forward to that. Wanted to mention this. Oh, go ahead, Ricardo.
Oh no, I was just going to mention See, guys, this is Mary J. Blige. I know you guys are big rock fans and Billy Joel and Bruce Springsteen. This is Mary J. Blige, R&B superstar.
Never heard of her.
Oh boy.
No, I'm kidding.
Multiple Grammy winners.
I've heard of her.
But I'm sorry, Brad. I didn't mean. I was just getting down to the music. Again,
No,
our
it's
guy,
okay.
is it Newenhouse, doing a great job with the music.
I was going to say, I mentioned Appleton North, Ricardo, trying or looking to win its first conference title in program history. Is a little behind-the-back move by Hardy in the reset for the Lightning. Ramus with the ball, but I was looking up this too. The Fox Valley Association has seen 4 different teams win outright championships over the past 4 seasons.
Okay.
That's kind of an odd thing too. Nina, 2021-22 season, the Rockets went 17-1. As Hardy white to the rim. Oh, rims out. Next year was Fond du Lac winning it at 14-4. The following year, Oshkosh North at 16-2, and then last season, Kaukauna at 16-2. So if Appleton North wins it this year, that's 5 different teams with FVA championships over the last 5 seasons. And usually you see kind of the mainstays, or you see teams sharing or multiple championships, but it'd be kind of a unique thing there. Was that Weingart with another bucket? Yeah,
nice soft bucket that went in as Sweeney unable to finish there, and the ball will stay with Appleton North. So a nice touch did Weingart. They
usually see like Nina with a run of 3 or Kimberly with a run of 3, right? Just kind of the Kaukauna, for instance. But different teams winning the FVA championship the last 4 seasons. So a little parity in the league maybe, Ricardo? I don't know.
Yeah.
Foul away from the hoop. Voskel with the foul. And that's team foul number 6 for Kimberly. I have a feeling we'll see Appleton North trying to salt this one away from the stripe. Four or 5 the Lightning are tonight from the free throw line after going a perfect 13 of 13 in that win over Kaukauna. Ooh, knocked away. But staying with Appleton North, 2:40 to play as we look at our Cellcom Piggly Wiggly scoreboard, 56-45. Kind of a workman-like game for Appleton North tonight, Ricardo.
I like workman-like.
Nice and easy pace.
Here it is. They're just try to, take some of that time off the clock as Brett.
Sweeney and
Foster's hit the deck.
Yeah, they've been kind of going at it here a little bit tonight.
Oh, Sweeney.
And Foster's now that's team foul 7, so 1-1 coming up for Will Sweeney. Looking at Sweeney, 1 of 1 from the line. He's got 12 tonight, 9 this half. One of those 1,000-point scorers for Appleton North. Again, as I mentioned, the first half, Will Sweeney, Nathan Ramus, Grant Hardy, all with their 1,000th career points this season.
It's amazing, really.
All kind of within the same time period, roughly.
Within a couple of weeks of each other, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I wonder when the last time we've seen a team around here where you had 3 guys all on the same team getting it, kind of in that 2-week period.
Well, these guys have been playing right since their freshman year.
Yeah, they've been on the floor for quite some time.
Oh, Blue not able to finish. And there's Arft again with the rebound.
Whoa, yep, good defense there. And Holshoe splashes one down. He's got 6, and what do we have here?
I don't
Timeout, Appleton North.
Belabor the points, but obviously Appleton North is into squeezing the time off the clock. Kimberly does a pressure defense. They get a takeaway, and they hit a 3. It's not that hard, folks.
Ricardo.
I'm not. I may be beating a dead horse here again, Brett.
No.
But it's not difficult to understand. The defense can. They're the agitators, as it were. They can force the offense's hand, no matter what they're trying to do. But that was a nice sequence there, though, for the Kimberly defense, Brett.
Yeah, and
they're trying to stay in this. They're down 9 points now with 2:03. We've seen crazier things happen.
You never know, but yeah, timeout by Chris Kellett. Figuring out a way to break that press. There's Cam Cerrone figuring out a way to maybe get a few more turnovers and tighten the screws on this one. Wanted to mention a few more notes. Appleton North Grant Hardy will play collegiately at Winona State. Nathan Ramus will play at Northern Michigan. Nathan Ramus, one of your Fab 5 players. And then I mentioned Appleton North looking for its first conference title. Kimberly's most recent FBA championship was back in 2021 when it shared the title with Nina. Both had 17-1 league records, and that capped a string of 3 straight conference crowns for the Papermakers. The previous 2 titles the Papermakers had won. They would won it outright.
So that was the year after COVID, huh?
Is that Lucky Wirtz?
It might have been, yeah. Or was it John? No, yeah, it was Lucky Wirtz.
Another timeout. You can see Chris Kellett. He's like, he's going to take a 30-second timeout.
Well, they were close to forcing another turnover.
Yeah.
But it was Kimberly.
Well, try it again. And I say I have Appleton North down for 1 full timeout remaining, and I have 2 full timeouts remaining for the Papermakers.
Well, Nywin House is playing some bangers here, Rosie. I like this. Franz Ferdinand. If anybody who owns the Madden football games knows this is a classic on one of the Madden soundtracks.
Too many buttons on those video game controllers now.
Brett, I agree with you on that.
I want the old GameCube.
There's like 8 of them.
Yeah.
I feel like I got to be like Edward Scissorhands. I'm just like all over the place. Yeah.
I stopped playing when it was GameCube, and there was just enough there.
Yeah.
Got way too complicated.
Bring it back to Tecmo Bowl and the Nintendo, right, Brett?
Absolutely. They make Tecmo Bowl shirts. I wanted to get one like a Packers themed shirt.
With the helmet, the pixelated helmet.
Again, having a hard time with this Kimberly press, Ricardo. And just able to figure it out. Nice bounce pass, Hardy to Arp. How many assists for Grant Hardy tonight?
I don't know, but every time Arp scores, Brett, Arp. Oh, I like that kid. He's going to be a good player. 6'5" sophomore. He's got length, got quickness. We saw him diving over here for an errant a ball going out of bounds, Brett. That's what you like to see. Giving 110%.
110%, not 100%.
All right, maybe 111. I'm dialing it up 1 more percentage point. Goes to 11, right, Rosie? Remember that? This one goes to 11.
Get another plug for us. Friday night girls game. Hortonville hosting Appleton North. Looking forward to that. Rosie and I are going to Hortonville tomorrow. Ricardo for a live stream check.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that again?
Rosie and I are going to Hortonville tomorrow to make sure our machine can access internet successfully.
So we're watching Appleton North and Hortonville? Is that
on the girls' side. That should be a good game.
Yeah, I would like to see Appleton North. They have some very good players.
And Hortonville playing good ball right now, too. AC Clothier.
Yes. Just beat Appleton East. And we all think the world of AC.
And then again the following Tuesday, Seymour, top-ranked Seymour boys at FVL. And FVL playing good ball.
They are.
That should be a fun game.
Good player for the Foxes.
Well, you look at that Division III sectional. Freedom is number 2, Seymour number 1 right now in the state rankings. They could meet in the sectional semifinal game. That would be a big one.
Oh yeah, the mustache of Kyler Marks.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, look at Weingard, Ricardo. Boy, good-looking player.
Yeah, I mean, Kimberly has a lot of athletes. Not that that's any kind of surprise.
16 points for
they
Weingard.
They broke that a little too easily as Ramus goes up. And Ramus has, 13, 14 points? No. Ramus has
19 points for Ramus, 12 this half.
Shooting foul here as that's number 3, Keegan Plew.
Plew with 10, his first trip to the line. Yeah, if you're Chris Kellett, you don't want this to points coming with the clock stopped.
I love it when the student section's just random screams.
Ricardo still a 3-possession game with a minute 10 to play. And
again, here you see Kimberly. They're going to pressure.
Remember, Hardy the quarterback.
Oh, way too easy again.
Well, Arf, wow. Boy, breaking that press now. And Arf now with 11.7 this half.
Oh, that's got to be a
offensive foul on Blue.
That's Arf taking it, Brett. Big dog.
They're going to start making T-shirts like you said, the Big Creamy with Van Vonderen back in the day.
Oh, yeah. I love Big Creamy.
Now suddenly going to make dog barking shirts for Arf. Where you're going here. Ramos behind the back to Arf. How about that? Little razzle-dazzle.
Love it. There's the razzle-dazzle.
Seems like Arf's been on the receiving end of some nifty passing here tonight.
It's a
block by
Brett.
Arf. Krause, no good, and Arf with the board. Here comes Ramus. Ramus going up and in. Wow. Just like that, Appleton North pulling away.
Oh, they're playing hard right down to the final seconds, aren't they? That's what you like to see if you're Coach Kellett, Brett. Keeping your foot on the gas, as it were.
You know, matching Kimberly's intensity, Ricardo, right?
Will Sweeney with the foul there for Appleton North. As this one's just about wrapped up.
Hey, I saw our guy Bill Glasheen here, photojournalist.
Yeah.
He'll be he'll have a photo gallery later tonight on postcrescent.com. So take a look. Keegan Plew burying a triple there. So we'll have a photo gallery of this one. I think I'll put a video together. We'll see. Last few seconds here, and the buzzer makes this one official as we look at our Cellcom Piggly Wiggly scoreboard. Appleton North 67, Kimberly 55, and I know, Ricardo, you've got a lot of thoughts on this one.
Well, again, I just saw Appleton North beat Kaukauna and Kaukauna. Now they've come here on the road to beat Kimberly here at Kimberly. Everything is in their hands, Brett, in terms of a league title. Outright one, we won't know because Kaukauna is tied with them at the top, Brett. But I remember talking to Coach Kellett about this last Friday. I'm like, hey, everything's there. This team knows that, Brett. They've had success over the last couple years. Wouldn't it be nice if they could finish this out and claim their first ever league title? I know that's what they want. I'm sure that's on their list of goals. That's one of the things they want to check off, and that's it. Now, I'm going to do something on Coach Cerrone here for Kimberly because I've yet to talk to him this season. Want to get what his thoughts are. It might be like a 4-question thing with Cam Cerrone, Brett, about where he wants this Kimberly program to be, what his thoughts were on taking the job, that kind of stuff. So hopefully I can talk to him at length, Brett. But that's a team, folks, again, in Kimberly, right now, Appleton North is just at another level. All right, they're a program where you want to be back to in terms of where they are in terms of success. Kimberly will get there. You just got to be patient with them. Be patient with Coach Cerrone. They're going to get there. I was really impressed with some of these young players, Brett. Jackson Weingard looked really, really impressive to me. That's one guy that you can do a whole lot with. So, I mean, they got some Alex Prowse, again, another guy. So be patient. This is going to be a great program. Again, just got to be patient and let that develop. And, again, for Appleton North, why not? Why can't they make it, up to or down to, I should say, the Kohl Center? They got the roster. They got the talent. They got the coaching. Too. And they got the experience. Now you got to finish it off.
Excellent job, Ricardo. I know you got to get down there, talk to Coach Cam Cerrone. And I'll sign off here in a little bit, run down the scoring for both teams. You mentioned the scoring. 1, 2, 3, 4 players again in double figures for Appleton North.
Was that Ramus who led the way?
Ramus with 21, yeah. But, again, that balance, right? Tough to stop when they're cooking like they are right now. So,
all right, Brett, Rosie, we'll see you guys on Thursday.
We'll see you tomorrow night for the roundtable, too.
Tomorrow night for the roundtable
7
as well.
o'clock, Little Shoot Girls Basketball.
All right, guys, have a good one.
Check that out. You too. Kimberly scoring. Weingard with 16 to leave the Papermakers. Holschuh with 6. Plew with 15. Krause with 3. Buchanan with 12. Vosters with 3. For the Lightning, Sweeney with 13. Ross Plahowski with 4. Ramus with 21 to lead all scorers in the game. Hardy with 13. Keel with 1. Zablowski with 2. And Arft with 13. With the victory, The third-ranked Lightning improved to 12-1 in league play, 16-2 overall. Up next for Appleton North, they're at Hortonville on Friday. Fox Valley Association matchup. Tip-off is set for 6 p.m. That's the first game of the boys-girls doubleheader. Kimberly falls to 9-8 overall, 8-4 in FBA play, and up next for the Papermakers, they're home against Appleton West on Friday. Fox Valley Association matchup tip-off is set for 7:15 p.m. Again, as for us, we're back at it Friday night for another good Fox Valley Association girls matchup as Hortonville hosts Appleton North. Live coverage from Hortonville High School tips off at approximately 7:30 p.m. You can access our previous Game of the Week live streams on our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. Just go to the sports section and scroll down until you see the Watch Our Varsity Game of the Week Prep live streams link. Again, thanks once more to our sponsors, Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly. If you were switched from U.S. Cellular to a bigger carrier without a choice, maybe it's time to choose a better one. Keep your number, get a free phone, get a third line free, and a real person will help you make the switch. Visit cellcom.com for details. And Piggly Wiggly is proud to support Wisconsin high school athletics. As your local grocery store, they're committed to making a difference in the community, both on and off the field. Shop local, shop the pig. So for Ricardo, for Rosie, and the crew with USA Today Network Wisconsin, this is Brett Christopherson saying so long from Jack Wippich Court here at Kimberly High School. Once again, the final score, Appleton North 67, Kimberly 55. Thanks for watching.